Hello, my name is Rainer Hanekamp and this is NG News with the latest updates from the Angular community. For Angular 22, we know that a few features become stable, that is, signal forms, resources, and Angular aria. Stable means no breaking changes within a major. Another feature was announced, which will be a happy message for anyone who's using micro frontends with native or module federation. Until now, an Angular application or micro frontend, which was loaded during runtime, had to be compiled exactly in the same version as its host. Why? Because the compiled Angular code was never part of the public API and therefore semantic version could not be applied. That means the Angular team could introduce a breaking change even within a patch version. That is going to change. Breaking changes within a major can still happen in minors, but not in patch versions. In a former episode, we've already touched upon the need for a new signal type, which is very similar to linkedSignal in that sense that we can derive a value from another signal and at the same time have a writable signal. Additionally, it should also be possible to write back to the original signal. Now that signal already exists, especially for signal forms under the name deep signal, but it is internal only. And because a lot of us also are in need of it, NgRx, a state management library, decided or was about to introduce the delegatedSignal in NgRx 22. The plan has changed and the commit was already reverted. linkedSignal itself will get a set option, which allows you to write back to the original signal. So in some way, what the delegatedSignal would have done will be part of the linkedSignal itself. The PR has a label for minor version, which means Angular 20.1. Last summer, the difference between version 20.0 and 20.1 was about 6 weeks. That means if Angular 22 comes out in the week of June the 3rd, we could expect the new linkedSignal or Angular 22.1 mid-July. Google's conference, Google I/O, also took place, and Mark Thompson, Angular DevRel, introduced next to other things a new feature which is called error boundaries. You can see it as an elegant dry catch block for the template. Similar to add defer, you wrap parts of your template into an add boundary, and if an error occurs, the boundary will catch it and display a fallback.
Think about really cool things like, what if you could do intentional retry logic if your component crashed?
That will also improve the developer experience for resources, which, as we know, also throw an error on accessing the value if the resource is in an error state. The error boundaries have been mentioned the first time publicly, and Mark mentioned
this will be landing as developer preview in Q3 2026.
And that's it. I wish you a nice week and see you in the next episode. Goodbye.